This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains we could split into two teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have no... Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at the...
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them...
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's watch yourselves.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on! Let the show begin.
Frozen. Crisp.
Hi! Power the desert high shock!
You're not going anywhere! Flash free! Frozen.
You asked for it! It's great. Ha, let's get...
I'll protect us.
This isn't good. Shouldn't get careless. Let's move. Shouldn't get careless. Have a load of this.
Let the show begin.
Shouldn't get careless. Wind blade!
Let's dance.
Detoxifying heat! This one's well done! You need to hurry up! Roast and fry!
Let's get it on! Ha!
This one's well done!
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire! An arson attack! Curse them! They leave us no choice but to attack! Comrades, let's make them regret it! Go on! Give me a go!
I see through you!
Eyes on me!
No slacking
Gloves
off!
off! Look alive!
I must collect myself. I must collect Killjoy! Only just begun.
My work!
Looks like I went too far. Yes.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole...
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and
The spirit of the resistance is... Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could...
I believe Her Excellency is currently at... There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be ready when you are.
Let the show begin. Let's dance.
Wait, aren't you? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. I wasn't with Swordfish too, but I did see you. Oh, you really gave it to those Shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On Edges, in fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island, and all the more so now that you're back, seriously, if there's ever anything you need...
What a nice guy.
I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. Unsettled? Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things, and two things only. Sorry that I can't be more help to you.
Seems he's about to fall asleep.
I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a...
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with...
Wait, for real? You're sure of...
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught the...
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there, what you talking?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of our closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if...
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't...
Forget it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what—
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone take him away.
Wait! Kokomi! Something's going down over here! You should take a look.
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying—
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In. Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must— If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps—
Of course, I can. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now you think about that.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his good, and even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
Would the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers—
It has been brought to my attention. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral— Kujo, Sara, and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future— But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely— If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Sir, are you quite certain that—
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to—
Yes, of course.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Good. I look for— I also have a few new things to teach.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Add asterisk. Ad Astra Ab.
Thank you for completing.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merch from the looks of it. It used to be a hilichurl camp.
Looks pretty.
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our enemies in the light while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma if we strike from above and take down their leader first. The rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example. A store of gunpowder cake. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a they'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them in.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though.
That will depend on ours. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution. But with an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. But absolute stealth would be required during the operation. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option? There's the swordfish captain I know. It's decided then. Let's fight this one together. I'm no warrior myself, but I can still provide some support. We should take them down as...
Put you in hiding.
Let the show begin.
You can't run. Well, I see through you.
A brash maneuver.
Eat it! Let's get it together! You haven't seen the last of us.
Hold the line!
You can't run! Well, don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun, didn't we? Miscalculated.
Allow me! Turn! Find refuge! Let's move out. Let's dance!
Can't run from death.
That wasn't quite what but it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly. It doesn't all...
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan would...
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability, and I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a hilichurl camp. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant store...
All right. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look... Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? Kokomi! Kokomi! We found...
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until, by contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items. So the idea that he was, in all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we?
Don't worry. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people if he had taken the time to read the decree. It's unlikely he ever would.
Kokomi, you think of...
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. Hello? Nothing. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock.
Got it! First we...
My goods. Thank you, Your Excellency. You see,
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned...
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they...
But...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As...
Apology.
Guess we got carried away.
what did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next.
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods, you have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not...
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him...
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia... I know.
Not at all, Your Excellency. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou... I know the peace talks are coming up, so...
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it for... I'm going to take these items back to the Sun... Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not it was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the Shogun's existence. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine with relations between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate have soured ever since. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates to...
Thanks for your concern.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace when...
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these...
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all...
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like... do you know? My daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent.
Well, if...
Your Excellency, boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will he...
Your Excellency!
Please, though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then... Are you alright? This kind of thing is what...
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to...
Oh! We retrieved those already.
Really? That's fantastic. You never cease to... I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today.
That's today?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save the... let's rendezvous tomorrow.
Yay! The victory feast!
That's the name of the game. They'll...
Great! See you tomorrow! weird. She doesn't seem like the type to... How is she still not here? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't...
So strange.
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for... let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, the footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor as far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right. Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and... You got sick?
No. It's nothing like that. It's...
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but... You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military, constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come but because of my bloodline. I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, so whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel it.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to it. I was reading a book last time I was here, but...
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you.
You do that for me? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Is this an answer from this world?
Whoa. So does Kokomi make time to deal with these? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi, this is a lot of work for one person. And it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no... Let's track down the... Hey, look! Swordfish Captain came back to...
That's just, give it here.
Guess that was the wrong one. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have... Ooh, it's pretty dense. Well, let's take it... Kokomi!
I'm not sure, actually.
Kokomi? Oh no! Tonight's the victory feast! Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner! She's got so cute! She does look pretty exhausted.
Avoid disaster. The war's over. Did you see?
Yep, you've been out for ages!
I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole and thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to...
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly.
That's great! We'll be...
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for Peace Talks. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what... I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou, and I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's...
Okay, sure.
Watatsumi Island is final. Recently, well, the biggest thing for us is that during the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed.
Okay.
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you over... Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the... It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feel. He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have...
Sounds promising.
Wait, don't. You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are. I'll answer your questions, but only...
This guy. What do you think?
We'll see it.
Windblade!
You're a strong fighter. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can Captain. Comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck are you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly peace talks. Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi... What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another... We are the Resistance. Everything... We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun. Surely you agree with...
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon. Yeah, everything you said just... Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now, you'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when... Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sun...
Too late? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna... What are we gonna do? This is really... thing about the Tenryou Commission. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived... I think I understand what Kozan means when he said the talks don't begin until tomorrow. But both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible. I highly suspect that one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counterplan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow. Well, the piece here. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed.
Whoa. Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt. Wow. There are so many. But you've thought of a solution.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional, but any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work as the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. This responsibility, excellent.
get frostbite.
I could make a tidy sum selling some of this.
Taste my food.
Let's get down to business. Perfect distance. Disappear!
I'll keep this close.
Let's dance.
Nice. I'm starting to lose count.
Been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time—
Yes. Where you dealt my forces quite the But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more—
Seems reasonable. Then let's— The first item is the maritime administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite—
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smooth.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi. And the same has been true for your people on arrival to Naru. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize every—
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole—
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away. Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Which scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one. But hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu. The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with Madame Kujo. This is rather serious. I believe you owe
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation.
That's enough. When we return, might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining. So, what did they want to—
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle—
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma. One day, I will hunt them down. We bear responsibility for this. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please.
But of course, Madame Kujo. I have every For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now. But we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has— As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample
Seems like Kujo Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations—
I I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences, I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your... I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come...
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency!
I have already been informed on the reasons you believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryo Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the... During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, but you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not... It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Ourself, either way. We are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping you and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit.
Your Excellency, what are you...
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai...
Thank you.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop.
I'll protect us.
With General Goro